Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking for space. It's Reed. At the 35, he's open. Nothing but green ahead. The 20. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense set on first down. Try to get it to the edge. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Give to the running back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. LSU right back to the line. They'll give it to him again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Might as well give it to him again. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Running toward the tape. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Sweet feet on the move.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Yarnell. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Breaks the tackle. Got some room into the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, you know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's Yarnell. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. He's got him, and they convert. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
LSU 7.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida State is just getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Tallahassee. There are children there, folks. They should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 14 to Auburn. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
That's caught. It's Durham. And they knock him down, but he got past the line of the game. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He's got it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch him, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big...
The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Pitt! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. He was looking for some running room, but not much to... He stopped at the 18. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Trying to get to it. Hit as he throws. Working that left side. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
He'll come out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Durham. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Durham. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They think they can create space here with a run to the right.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Oh, and he missed it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be knocked down. Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
He's going to pass. Buying some time. Makes the catch. It's Reed. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Second down coming up. Back to throw. It's Yarnell. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man. Makes the catch and knocked down. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Pitt right back to the line. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's Yarnell. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Looking to go up top on first down. Safe completion on the screen. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Panthers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Parker. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. we got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, Dave.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to run for it. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his target down the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On the run, it's Durham. The Tigers will keep this drive going.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They're going to ride this running back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Right down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The Tigers looking to convert on 4th down. Let's go. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense continues to run the football. A 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
On the ground. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion but was denied. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. Got room at the 35. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
3rd and goal situations, these are so hard as a defense, so little room to be able to give an inch at all, and you know when he goes under center, there's a good chance quarterback sneaks coming, and the offense doesn't and successfully gets the touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in stores deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 17 to UNLV. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it set up on the outside. On the move at the 30. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Makes the grab. It's Durham. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Pittsburgh
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. The sure hands, it's Durham. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Now, a fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
On the run, it's Reed. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Hauls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll go back to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Puts one in the spin cycle. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Looking down the middle. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance throwing for touchdowns. Like this offense.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers, and the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
LSU Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll go to the toss. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Still running at the 40. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They're trying to get to him. A little screen to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They tried to set up that screen. The problem was, David, they left a big hole in it for the tackle.
And just a great job by the defense. Like, that's a fool you play. That's a trick you play. It gets you to run upfield, rush the passer, slip it behind you. The defense did not bite. Great play. Great job stopping them on third down.
Got a man. It's Sampson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. Trying to get the corner. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He uncorks one deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.